During a crisis, the church is known to be a beacon of hope, but how can it do that while its doors remain shut? 7 News reporter Stephanie Grinley met with local pastors who say while it's not how they planned Easter to be, the church will shine on. Stephanie.
Shelby, when Lenten season began, most churchgoers probably didn't expect to be giving up quite this much. So how does the church still keep the Ohio Valley during this trying season?
When everything is taken away, what are the things that are still there? And we still have our families, and we still have our friends, and we still have our churches.
As many in the world turn to the church, meeting in person is what leaders believe to be going against God's call.
We've always been taught to love our neighbor, but right now loving our neighbor means staying away from our neighbor.
With congregations of thousands, though the doors aren't open, local pastors say the numbers in attendance have near doubled. A typical Sunday at C3 in Wheeling would draw 500, but this past Sunday over 800 tuned in virtually, with many out-of-towners getting involved.
Now we have our services online. People can watch them at any time, not just live. We also have midweek Bible studies where we've been able to have 40, 50, 60 people pop on these Bible studies, and we actually get to see each other. And some of these folks are people that would never be able to come to an in-person Bible study or workshop or gathering.
But is it the same? Being a place so defined by its community, there is one major disconnect.
Not being able to be there with them in person. We can get creative and we can do what we can to talk to them on the phone or do a video chat, but to be able to walk with them in person is something that has been difficult to do.
Psychiatrists say praying during a crisis is actually therapeutic, but believers find showing up Sunday morning goes beyond routine. It's essential. And at least for a while longer, congregations throughout the valley won't be gathering in person.
Just because we're called to social distance doesn't mean that you have to social isolate. That's a big difference between those two. Ask for prayer. A phone call is way better than a text, but I would also say that a video chat is way better than a phone call because there's power in connection.
One of the most attended days for church is Easter Sunday, and now many will be in their Sunday best at home. This unordinary circumstance is in a way startling, but the message remains the same.
Easter, we celebrate the fact that Jesus conquered the grave, that he's alive. And so we want to celebrate what's called in the Bible the living hope.
So shift your focus from your fear to your faith, because your faith is what will get you through your fear.
Services will be online this Easter, but take heart knowing that you are not alone. The pastors tell me congregations are meeting up online, continuing to ask for prayer and help. We'll have a list of those church links on our website, WTRF.com. Reporting live in the 7 News studio, I'm Stephanie Grinley, working for you.